Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about uniform circular motion and centripetal acceleration. When a point object is moving on the circular path with the constant speed, it covers equal distances on the circumference of the circle in equal intervals of time. Then the object is said to be in uniform circular motion. Let us take the point object. Initially, that is at the point A. It's moving in the circular path. O is the center of the circle. At a given time t, the point object reaches a new position B. Here it covers the certain distance in the circumference of the circle. Let us take that as a S. In the same time t, that point object reaches the another one position C from the second point B. Here also that covers the certain distance in the same time t. In this case also the distance between B and C is S. The object which is moving in the circular path covers the equal distance in an equal interval of time. That means that object is moving with the constant speed. So in each point on the circumference of the circle, the velocity changes in its direction, but length of the velocity is same in all the points. Try to understand. Velocity is a vector quantity. Vector quantities have two things. One is magnitude, another one is direction. If you are going to take only magnitude of the velocity, that is only known as speed. So magnitude of velocity only known as speed. Here the velocity vector changes its direction, but its length, that means its magnitude, is same in all points. So we can say in a uniform circular motion, speed is not changed. In this diagram we can mention the position vectors. Here can be taken as R1 from the center, this point as the position vector R2, third point the position vector R3, fourth point it is at the position vector R4. Here you can see the velocity is tangential at every point in the circle. We have told already the direction of the velocity vector changes at every point on the circumference of the circle without changing its magnitude. Anyway, there is a change in the direction of the velocity. We know that already. Change in velocity, that is only known as acceleration. So in a uniform circular motion, there will be an acceleration. That acceleration is acting towards the center of the circle. That is only known as centripetal acceleration. That means center seeking acceleration. As shown here, the centripetal acceleration is acting towards the center of the circle. The centripetal acceleration is derived from a simple geometrical relationship between the position and velocity vectors in the given diagram. Here you can try to understand. Object is moving in the circle with the constant speed. That means it is under uniform circular motion. That represent magnitude of velocity vector is same at every point, but direction of the velocity vectors changes with respect to time. With respect to time, there is a change in the position vectors also. Position vector is the displacement between the point and the center of the circle. You know that object is moving in the circumference of the circle, so there will be a change in the position vectors are also. In the given time delta t, the point object move from this point to the second point. Then the radius of the circle makes the angular displacement theta at the center of the circle. For the uniform circular motion, position vectors are same. So modulus of R1 is equal to modulus of R2. Here we are taking magnitude only. Direction wise they are changes continuously, but we have taken only magnitude. Likewise, modulus of V1 that is equal to modulus of V2. So we can write that as a V itself. If the particle moves from position vector r1 to r2, then the displacement is given by del r, that is equal to r2 minus r1. We know that already displacement vector is nothing but a difference between the position vectors, and the change in velocity from v1 to v2, that is only del v, that is equal to v2 minus v1. We know the expression for the plane angle. Plane angle theta, here r is the radius of the circle, s is the arc of the circle, and plane angle, that is equal to arc by radius. This formula already we have learned. Here we are going to use that to find the centripetal acceleration. We can find this displacement vector geometrically. For that we have to take that two position vectors. As it is, we can take r1 in this direction, r1 vector, r2 vector, the angle between the two position vectors is theta. We know that already the difference between the two position vectors is displacement vector. So that will be in this direction, del r vector. Likewise, we can find the change in velocity geometrically. For that, let us take the v1. So direction shows upwards, and the second vector v2 along this direction. So this vector as it is need to be done here. The difference between the two vectors is taken as del v. Here position vector shift in this direction, so upward direction I have given. Likewise v1 to v2, there is a change in velocity, so along this direction. Here angle between the position vector is theta, the same angle only there is a change in velocity also, so here also angle will be theta. So here I have written the expression for plane angle theta, that is equal to arc by radius. In this triangle, which is the arc, you can imagine the circle here. So del r is the arc divided by magnitude wise both are same, both the position vectors are same, so you can write radius only, you have to substitute. For this circular shape, r1 or r2 is a radius, I have substituted only magnitude. Likewise, we can write the expression for this plane angle in this geometrical shape. Here you can imagine a circle like this. Here the velocity vectors v1 or v2 can be taken as the radius for this circle. Then which is the arc here? Del v is the arc. So theta, that is equal to arc. Here you can substitute del v by, here which one is the radius? v1 or v2. Both are equal in magnitude. So generally you can write that as a v. Here the direction of the del v is point towards the center. If this velocity is drawn here, it points towards the center. Further we have to give the negative sign. Now we can rearrange this expression to get the value of del v. So minus and v can be taken to right side. Del v, that is equal to minus v, already del r by r is there. We get the expression for change in velocity. Remember, we have to find the centripetal acceleration. So what do you mean by acceleration? Change in velocity with respect to time. Here what is the time interval? Del t. Time interval del t only. The position vector change from r1 to r2. Then only there is a change in velocity also. So here change in velocity del v, in the time del t. So on the right side also we have to divide it by del t. Then only value will not be changed. So change in velocity by change in time. We know that already, that is only acceleration. Minus, so it can be written as V by R. Del values can be written within a bracket. Here del R is the change in position vector by change in time. We know that change in position vector with respect to time, that is only known as velocity. So instead of this term we can write velocity into V. Already velocity is also there. Further it can be written as V square. Already we have learned the relation between the linear velocity and the angular velocity. V, that is equal to omega r. Here instead of V we can substitute the omega r. Then centripetal acceleration can be written as minus, instead of V square we can write omega square r square divided by, already r is there, so r square can be cancelled. What is a final expression? Minus omega square r. These are the two expressions for the centripetal acceleration. The expression we have used the minus sign that represent centripetal acceleration always points towards the center of the circle.